family, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jordan Stacey Green, and here on this YouTube channel I like to do tarot pick-a-cards or pick-a-pile. I heard that one lately. How's everyone doing today? I'm having somewhat of a jolly afternoon. I had a chance to speak to an old friend, and I don't know, that gave me a little boost for the day. I hope everyone else is doing pretty good. What's going on with the moon? I think the moon is on its way up, so my energy is also on its way up. But enough of my rambling, and let me get into today's pick a card. So today, once again, family, once again, Soul Tribe, I do not have a proper title for this video. It kind of just came to me. This one might have a little bit of a longer explanation as I try to, try to break down the theme for this reading. So today's topic is going to be your thoughts versus your behaviors versus your emotions. In a cognitive triangle, or even if you want to say like the Holy Trinity, these are the things we need to do in order to manifest and for our actions to be aligned for what we really want. So if you're going after something, your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions have to all be aligned to meet in some kind of order to accomplish the goal that you're trying to accomplish, no matter what it is. Depending on your background, like I come from a very traumatic background, so for me, my therapist is always telling me that my action has to go first and that my emotion is going to be the last thing to change. So action has to come first for me. I have to sometimes fight some of those emotions that are telling me to do the other thing because the emotions have not caught up with what I want yet. And that's just how my trauma body works. So with this pick a card, I'm going to draw a card for your actions versus your behaviors versus your emotions. We're going to see how they are aligned. We're going to see if they're in sync. And if one of them is out of sync with your manifestations or your goal or whatever you're trying to accomplish, we're going to see which one's in sync, why it's in sync, and how we could try to get that back on track. Because that is the Holy Trinity. And the Lovers card is 3 people in the Lovers card and in tarot. And I bet a lot of people think like male and female, or husband and wife or lovers, but to me it represents all of those 3s coming together. It represents your thoughts coming together. It represents your emotions coming together. It represents your behaviors and your actions all coming together in a harmonious marriage. And that is where we get like the bliss in our actions and when our manifestations come true. So enough of my rambling, and let me get on to the pile selection. So we're going to start off with pile 1. Once again, I'm not sure what all these stones are. I'm just drawn to them intuition-wise. But this kind of always reminded me of like a baby in the womb or something. But this is pile 1. Focus, baby. They want to see you. There you go. Let the people see you. So this is pile 1. This is pile number 2. This beautiful stone. I hope that the camera is doing it justice how pretty it is. Pile number 2. Pile number 3. Now these are desert roses. I know that. So pile number 3. Pile number 3. And last but not least, pile number 4. All these crystals, I believe, are in their raw form as well. Pile number 4. Okay, guys, so take a couple of deep breaths, drink your tea, hit your joints, do what you got to do. Whichever pile you feel more drawn to, you know how that goes. I will see you at your pile selection. If you feel drawn to multiple piles, that's up to you. Use your intuition, use your gut. That's what's guiding you, your higher self, your guides, your angels, the universe, whatever you believe in. Just ask them to help you. Ask them to help you pick the pile to get the messages that your spiritual team would like to deliver to you. And just concentrate, and I will see you at your selection. Okay, hi pile number 1. If you were attracted to this, I'm not even sure what this is again. This kind of like fetus in the womb fairy stone. Just like incubating kind of stone. This pile's for you. I'm going to put this here. Okay, pile number 1. So I have another list down here. Or some things we're going to look into. So first I'm going to try to pull 1 tarot card, and then I'm going to pull 1 oracle card. And I want to look into the goal, the action, whatever you're trying to manifest or you're trying to make happen. So I'm just going to pull a card for just to see if we can get that energy. All right, Spirit. For pile, oh, there it goes. For pile number 1, let's see. Okay, so we have the 5 of Wands in reverse. And then I'm just going to pull these oracle cards. So I told you guys I vow to always be honest when I'm doing tarot. So this is kind of a redo. I started recording this video yesterday, and I don't know, it wasn't going right. The energy wasn't correct. Today is feeling a lot better. And yesterday when I did your pile, the first card that came out was the Chariot. No, the Hermit. The Hermit came out, and it seemed like you were seeking some kind of peace, some kind of solace. And I'm looking at this too, and this card looks like you there's some kind of conflict that you would like to also get over. So I guess you have a little bit of a bonus reading pile 1, because I was able to look into like this kind of peace mode that you was looking for, like quiet and maybe healing, maybe a meditative. It looks like you're looking for that meditative like part in your life, but something yeah, peaceful, quiet. Like this looks like a lot of conflict. There's a lot going on in this card. I'm gonna bring it up. Yeah, there's people fighting all types of ways, and I feel like this is you, just ready. This is you right here, ready to be done with it. This person's on the ground still kicking. This one, they're all focused on fighting, and I feel like this is you, ready over it. Whatever it is that you fight when you're ready over it, you want to get to like a peaceful, meditative part in your life that's not so action-packed. Maybe there was a part in maybe there was a time in your life where you were like financially down, or and you have to play catch up in whatever way, and you just have to get like a lot of jobs, and you have to go out, and you have to fight, and you have to hustle hard, and you have to like build those things back up, and that required a certain level of energy and a certain level of action from you, and it feels like your body wants to, or what you're trying to do is come down from that purpose. Okay, I know what I am here to do. Yeah, so maybe you want to get into maybe a more meditative state, a more quiet mode to really double down on your purpose. Maybe you come in out of a Saturn return. Maybe a Saturn return is just starting to hit you. It feels like there was a period in your life where, like I said, you had to be busy, you had to be active, you had to keep going, you had to push forward in order to succeed. Maybe you were like finishing up your degree and you had a couple of more classes to go and you just barreled through it. And maybe even looking at to get a job, but your body is more so, or your soul just wants to like maybe settle down and get into that that kind of meditative, quiet space where we really get to dig deep and we get to know ourselves. Like there's peace and healing in the rest, and it feels like you would like to get to that part. Like you did the masculine part, which is action, go and get it, building, and now it seems like you want to maybe do the feminine part and go a little bit more inward, a little bit more, maybe get more in touch with your emotions, maybe start therapy and just start to pick apart some of you and get to know yourself, and that's going to require a time of peace and an environment of peace to be able to do that. So if this sounds like what you've been looking for, I'm going to now pull cards to go from behavior, your thoughts, and then your emotions to see how your energy is working together to get you this kind of peace that you want, to be able to understand what your purpose here is on this green earth. So let me take that again. So the first one we're going to pull is behavior, actions. These are the, ooh, Spirit has a lot to say. These are the steps that you're taking to get to that kind of like one card, Spirit, thank you, to kind of get to that peaceful goal. What are the actions that's happening? What are the behaviors that you are taking, that you're doing? Let's see. What are the actions? Oh, that card's sticking out. I'm not joking, pal. I told you I did this reading for you yesterday and this card came out. All right. Let's look into your thoughts. Let's look at your thoughts. And your thoughts is, when I say your thoughts, like what are you telling yourself? What are the things you're telling yourself? What are you when you're going from your day to day, what are you agreeing to in your head? What are you disagreeing to within your head? How are your thoughts? Your thoughts are so very important. So, come on, Spirit. For pile number 1, can you please let us know what's going on with their thoughts? All right. That's death in reverse. And then we're going to look into your emotions and your feelings. I think it's this way. Beautiful. What's in the back of the deck energy? Ace of Pentacles. Okay, pile number 1. The first thing I'm picking up on is it is so many wands energy, and wand energy is fire. It's a lot of action oriented energy for someone who wants to relax and find some kind of peace. There is so much wands energy. It's not a lot of maybe like cups, like diving into the emotional. For your behavior and your actions, we have the 6 of wands. So maybe you want to be out of this conflict, and maybe you want to be out of this conflict. Maybe you do want to move into a peaceful time, but it also feels like you might be afraid of it. Your behavior and your actions feel very like self-righteous, and I don't want to say self-righteous. That's not a good word, but your actions feel like maybe you do want to stop the conflict. Maybe you do want to go into like this peaceful meditative mode, but you kind of still want the glorification of the people, or you still want this praise and this honor maybe that comes with whatever you've been doing that you can't let go. You still want to be looked at in a certain type of way. Maybe you feel like getting that rest, getting that hermit mode is not deserved. Maybe you came from a background where they did not value rest. Maybe you come from a hustle. We live in a hustle culture. So maybe you come from action, 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 action. But there's healing in the inaction. Your thoughts is represented by death in reverse. And that is going to bring change regardless whether we like it or not. And this feels like maybe it feels like a refusal. It feels like a refusal, like out of fear of letting go this kind of honor that you had. That whatever you was doing in the past that maybe is hurting you, is causing you a lot of conflict. It also brought you maybe a lot of tension. Maybe it brought you a lot of comfort that wasn't really real, and that's why you're trying to get out of it. But it feels like you're trying to stay in it and get out of it, like at the same time. Like I said, for someone who wants to relax, there's a lot of wands energy here. There's a lot of action energy here. Paula, I'm gonna pull some. I'm gonna pull some more cards. Let me just bring this up here a little bit. I'm gonna pull some more cards just to see if we can clarify some of this. Your emotions and your feelings is being represented by the 4 of Wands. It is taking yourself in out of this conflict, or like, is it a bad job situation? Is it a bad home situation? Is it or let me say toxic. Is it a toxic job situation? Is it a toxic home situation? It's literally taking yourself out of it. It feels like in your emotion, it feels like you're literally going to lose stability. These people are like connected. This is representing your emotion. These people are connected. They're bonded by the divine. The first thing I think here is in Harry Potter, when they do like an unforgivable When you do the unforgivable curse where they can't break it, and if you break the curse, then you die. So are you bonded to some, whatever this thing that you would like to, that's giving you conflict? Are you bonded by contract? Are you bonded by life? Are you bonded by law? Is it going to give you lack of stability? Your emotions is saying that maybe that's something that you fear from this. Death in reverse representing your thoughts, though. You might be fighting it. You really might. Oh, you really might be fighting it. I'm just gonna put some clarifiers. The manifestation cards. Yeah, are you afraid that society might see you a different way? Like, yeah, like, did you work through the whole pandemic and everyone had like maybe that time and maybe you didn't get that time? And you worked through the whole pandemic and you had to build up your finances then. And now you just, maybe you want that kind of peaceful, quiet, I don't want to call it peaceful, quiet time, but that downtime that was allotted to other people. But it's going to cost you stability. Let's see. We have be humble. Yeah. We have speak your world into being. First quarter moon Gemini. And we have release your blocks under your emotions. And we have first quarter moon Scorpio. And Scorpio is all about transformation. Leo, it represents the sun. This reminds me of putting yourself first. Gemini is under your thoughts. Yeah, you're going to have to speak to yourself a different way. Your emotions know, it feels like your emotions know that this is going to be given up. And if even feels like even in your actions, you might even starting to put yourself first. The unbalanced part, it feels like your thoughts. In order for you to get the peace that you want, these things must be lined up. So it's especially important for pile number 1 for you to watch what you are telling yourself, for you to watch your thoughts, to you to watch what yours. Get down a journal and start writing it down. Even whatever comes to your mind, if you're driving and you a crazy thought pops into your head, open up Siri and tell her to jot it down, because the things that you are telling yourself, it feels like it's keeping you stuck. Your behavior, your actions are starting to put yourself first. Your emotions are starting to align and understand, like, listen, we are going to have to lose this, whatever this is, this stability, this bind, this contract, this connection that we lost. It feels like your emotions is coming to align with that, but maybe your thoughts is not allowing it. See, Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is the messenger. It's the closest planet to the sun. It's picking up all that information. Zoom, 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 zoom. It's picking up so much information. It feels like there's a certain like lifestyle and purpose that you want to get to, but your thoughts is telling you that you can't have it. Don't let your brain tell you that. Speak your world into being. Write it down. It's going to be so important for this pile to write your thoughts down. And then once you write them down, challenge them. Challenge them. Look how they look on paper. Are they aligned with your emotions? Are they aligned with your behavior? Are they aligned with your overall goal of trying to find your purpose? If your thoughts is not aligned with it, then what are the thoughts that you could replace them with to become aligned with them? That's going to be so important for you, Pile 1. If you would like to find what your purpose is, in order for you to align, to get that holy trinity, to get that triangle of the action and the manifestation that we really want, you have to change your thoughts. I'm going to pull a self-forgiveness card for you. My favorite deck. I'm sorry for the noise in the background. I think the kids in my building are having a good funnel time in the hallway. And I am not a stopper of fun for children. Actually, I'm probably the worst enabler you ever met. So, sorry. Okay, let's get a self-forgiveness card for you, pile number 1. Yeah. All right, here we go, pile number 1. Here's your self-forgiveness card. It says, I forgive myself for rushing to get to an imagined endpoint, neglecting to enjoy what is already mine in the process. I choose to believe that every season of my life serves as a purpose, and I give myself permission to accept and celebrate the timeline life has lovingly created for me. And then you have, I forgive myself for feeling as though I must see it to believe before it's safe to believe. I choose to believe that when I choose to believe is a powerful driver of my experience, and that it's safe to explore a perspective that is more aligned with the reality I seek. I'm going to read this one again. I forgive myself for feeling as though I must see it before it's safe to believe it. It is your thoughts, pile number 1. You gotta change the thoughts. If you felt like there was like a little key that was missing in what you're trying to manifest and accomplish, it is your thoughts that is holding you back. I choose to believe that what I choose to believe is a powerful driver of my experience, and it's safe to explore a perspective that is more aligned with the reality I seek. Speak your world into being. The world that you want, the reality that you want, is at your grasp. Sitting down and finding your purpose, getting out of conflict, getting into your hermit mode. It's available for you. Whatever your dream world that you picture in your head, your life to be, is available for you. But you got to change your thoughts, and you got to tell yourself that it's possible. You have to tell yourself that you are deserving of it. And if no one else around you believes in your visions, then fuck them. Fuck them, and find some new people who believe in your visions. It's going to be very important for you to write things down, for you to see it, for you to go back and remember what your goals are when maybe you got bad thoughts running through your head. Okay, Pounder 1, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Thank you so much for taking this ride with me and trusting me to be your tarot reader. We are basically friends and family at this point. Mwah. Take care. Okay, hi, pile number 2. If you was drawn to this stone or this beautiful thing, this is your, I'm going to put right here. Okay, pile number 2. So first I'm going to pull one oracle card and one tarot card, and I just want to take a look into your goal or manifestation, or what you're trying to accomplish here. So let's just go. All right, spirit guides. Oh, that came out very fast. Okay, all right, that came out very fast. I think it was in reverse. I'm gonna take it in reverse. Okay. And then Knight of Pentacles. And then let's see. Spirit guide, highest universe, higher self, pile number 2. What are they trying to accomplish? Manifest. Your cards are popping out. Health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. And then we have the King of Pentacles. Give me one second. Okay. Pile number 2. I don't know how to, I'm going to put this the most light-hearted way I can put it, but are you a bit of a jerk? Oh, sorry, I have a cold. It feels like you want to get more into your, I know you probably can't see, but this card is green. I see a lot of green here, and this is the gold. It feels like maybe you want to get more into your heart space, into your heart chakra. Towards generosity, compassion. Maybe it feels like you are a bit of a workaholic. Maybe a little bit of a little bit tyrannical, like maybe in your ways. Maybe you definitely, we live in the middle of hustle culture. Millennials, we definitely love hustle culture. We have lots of Capricorn like in our charts, in our outer planets. So it feels like maybe you want to move more into, I don't know, like this, the heart, like the heart space. Maybe you spend a long time like climbing the corporate ladder, maybe making money and moves, and you was able to get yourself to a nice, comfortable situation, and now you want to get more into like charitable stuff to help out other people. It feels like you want to get more into like, I don't know, that loving, giving heart space, like that the heart chakra. Back of the deck energy, we had the Page of Swords, and once again we have a little bit more green and yellow in here. This color is, yeah, very important. You might not know how to go about getting it or doing it, but it feels like you definitely want to get more into this charitable nature, to get more into your heart space. Did you this guy has pentacles. He has so many pentacles. He's dropping pentacles on his way to wherever he's going. He's not really noticing he's not even riding a horse in this card. So have you lost some people on your way on the climb to the ladder? As maybe some people call you cold-hearted. You know, corporate world is a dog-eat-dog world. It's stepping on lots of heads, you know, when there's one spot available and 8 people are trying to vie for it, the competition and stuff. You have to be fierce. People who are rich and famous and successful, and people who make it in like capitalist society, like, yeah, they had to do some things to get there. Not saying that we all wouldn't do it, but now it feels like you're trying to move more into the more caring part of it. Maybe you lost some people and you lost some things on your way to the climb, on your way to it, and maybe you want to bring some of those back to you. So pile number 2, if that energy resonates with you, I am going to look into your behaviors, your thoughts, and then your emotions when it comes to getting. I'm going to put this right here just so as a little bit of a reminder. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Yeah, your body is not just here to work and gain stuff. Our soul is definitely here for more. We, in the 3D world, you need money and you need all those things to accomplish and to live a comfortable life, like no doubt about it. And it definitely takes a lot of work, definitely in a capitalist society, where we value working yourself to the bone. All right, enough of rambling. I'm gonna shuffle one more good shuffle. And let's see, first, what's the behavior and the action? And actions is like, you know, what steps are you taking towards it? You want to see if it's aligned with getting you into this heart space, this heart chakra that you want in. Maybe there's some friendships and stuff you want to make amends. Maybe there's some people you want to be able to. Here we go. I'm going to take this already. Yep. So we have the Fool representing your actions and behaviors in this upright. Let's see what's going on in your thoughts. And when I say your thoughts, I mean like the things that we tell ourselves in our heads when no one's, when no one else can hear. There's the little voice in the back of your head. Like, what is it telling you? Let's see. Your thoughts. Oh, there it goes. Alright, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And this one also wanted to come out for your thoughts. And then emotions. What are your feelings? What is your feelings towards getting towards this heart space? Ooh. Aww. That's so sweet. That's so sweet. And let's see. No, that was a flimsy, clumsy fall. We want a real pop out fall for power number 2. We want it to pop out like they mean it, right? All right, power number 2. That was a real fall. Spirit said, ask and you shall receive. All right, we have push through insecurity. And we have reflect on your priorities. All right, back of the deck energy for you is the Tower. All right, so we have your behaviors set up. I would say getting towards your heart space, your behavior seems pretty aligned. It's represented by the Fool, and we have pushed through your insecurity. So when it comes towards your action and moving towards this goal that you want, it feels like you're right on par with someone who's just like stepping out and doing something for the first time. Maybe a little clumsy, maybe a little unsure of what to do and how to do it. Maybe you don't really know where to start. You know, maybe you yeah, it feels like you're just taking that leap. Like maybe even clicking on this video was like a little bit like of a leap, and it feels like you're right. If you did, you're right on par. Like you're trying to connect with a part of yourself that you really maybe didn't get a chance to realize and know. So your behavior and your actions feel right on par. I'm sorry, I have a cold. Push through any insecurities. When we take a chance to do anything new, yeah, we're gonna fumble around. We're gonna look crazy. We're gonna fumble a lot. We're gonna look crazy, but that's part of the fun. That's part of the fun. You're gonna stumble a lot. You're gonna get bumped around a lot. That's just part of the fun. All right. So now for your thoughts, represented we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and then an extra card popped out for your pile, which was the Five of Pentacles of reverse. Out of all the things aligned, it feels like your thoughts is what's thrown off par. Is with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the Five of Pentacles in reverse, is giving me like in your head maybe you have feelings of unworthiness. And it's very interesting that someone who wants to get into their heart space and maybe start giving and being more charitable and being more kind feels unworthy to do that. There's like this. Maybe you spent a long time in one community and you think whatever you're trying to shift off this community, or maybe just making amends with your family. Maybe you feel like they won't forgive you. There's a fear here, but to move into this heart space, it feels like in your head you're telling yourself that you're unworthy, like you don't deserve it. That move, like whatever this forgiveness or whatever this thing you're trying to move towards, like in your head, it kind of feels like you want to make amends. This power feels like, it really feels like this power would like to make amends. Maybe you had some behaviors in the past that wasn't so a positive. Maybe there was like addictions at play, but it really feels like you would like to make amends. Your goal is to make amends, but it feels like in your head you're telling yourself that you're not worthy. Let's get to the emotions and the feelings. We have the Ten of Cups, and then we have last quarter moon in Aquarius. Reflect on your priorities. Okay, so your emotions feel like it's ready for a sense of community. We have last quarter moon in Aquarius, and then we have the Ten of Cups with like this complete family picture and like this happiness. And Aquarius is definitely the house of friendship, humanitarian. So your emotions, your emotions it feels like it's ready. It feels like it's ready to get into the heart space, be part of the group, be part of a family, be part of something bigger than yourself. Your emotions feel very excited. Maybe your emotions is there and it got you excited, and that's probably maybe pushed you into the behavior and the actions. Because your emotions feels like it's ready. It wants to be part of a group, like reflect on your priorities. Maybe you might be telling yourself that you don't deserve it, but your emotions is very, very eager, and your actions has already started. So how do we get your thoughts aligned with this? I'm going to pull the self-forgiveness card for you. I want you to know nothing that you've ever done in your past is not unforgivable. And when I say it's not unforgivable, we don't forgive people for them. We forgive people for ourselves. So you have to be able to forgive yourself for yourself. So if you're part of the group of people who would like to go back in and maybe make amends with family members that they have, or family members or a workplace or an organization or whatever, whatever group, if you feel like you want to go back in and make amends and you're afraid that they won't accept you, they might not. That's their choice. They might not. But the forgiveness part has to be for you. It has to be for you to heal you, for you to go on and find your new chosen family. Nothing you've ever done in your past is unforgivable, because you are the one who has to forgive yourself. I feel like that's very important for you to know. It don't matter how selfish or mean or evil, whatever you feel like you've done, you are forgiven. The universe forgives you. Your spirit guides forgive you. You are worthy to be part of a group. Just because maybe if you had like a checkered past, don't mean that you can't in the future ship up. That's crazy to think. Sorry. We have a like a punishment complex here in America. It's a very Christian thing, that punishment. All right, let's see. I forgive myself for choosing instant gratification over long-term fulfillment. I choose to believe that it is in those pauses between reliving experiences that I'm able to find the internal validation that allows me to reach the experience of greater fulfillment. Yeah, you have to forgive yourself When you're telling yourself that you're not worthy and you don't deserve it, I mean, I feel like you're on a good path with your actions and your emotions, because it feels like your actions and your emotions do want to get over that insecurity. It just feels like your thoughts have to catch up, and you are worthy. Whatever you did in the past, and if they don't want to forgive you, that's their option and that's their choice. There is a community. There is a soul family. There is waiting for you. There are people who want to know the version of you that you want to express now, not the version of you from, however long ago that feels that unworthiness. But you gotta forgive yourself. That's the most important thing. When you hear yourself like, oh, I want to do this, and maybe there's a thing in the back of your head that says, oh, you maybe not, because you did it in the past. You tell that voice to shut the hell up. Like, you have to shut that voice down. You have to shut that voice down. Every day is a brand new day to wake up and become a brand new person every single day. You get to choose who you are every single day when you wake up. Do not give life to the past you, who maybe didn't have the knowledge that you have right now. We have the tower. Those thoughts about yourself have to die. They have to die. They have to go. It has to come crumbling down. You have to replace them with different thoughts. And you also, once again, forgiveness is going to be a big, 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 big thing for you. So maybe in the past, you just went with what's fast, quick, and easy, and maybe it hurt some feelings. You got some instant gratification. That's fine. That's fine. You get to make amends. But remember, amends is for yourself. Okay, pile number 2, that's all I see for you. Thank you so much for clicking on my channel. If this resonated, please leave comments below. If anybody has any ideas for videos that they want to see, you could definitely also leave that below. I really feel like you guys are my this is my community. This is my little family. So I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye. Okay. Hi, pile number 3. If you was drawn to this desert rose, this is your pile. I'm going to put them right here. Or if you was drawn to this zombie tarot deck, this is one of my favorites. This is your pile. Okay. So first I'm going to pull one tarot card, and then I'm going to pull one oracle card. And just to see if I can get the energy of what you're trying to manifest or accomplish or move towards. Like, I just want to get what is the energy of the thing. I'm gonna do one good shot. All right. Okay, spirit, higher self. Quick. So we have 7 of hazards. Universe been ready today. Spirit's been ready today. I'm just going to pull one of these cards just so you can get the energy. There was a lot of, in the last couple of calls, been a lot of maybe work stuff. Freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Okay, pile number 3. Yeah, this is right on. This would be so on theme with my collective. So yes, this feels like this is going back into, it feels like work. It feels like maybe you've been putting whatever this you feel like you've been working towards, it feels like for a while now. You've been putting effort, studying, working on your mental health, working on your degrees, working on your family, making that unit better, working on your money, climbing the corporate ladder. Whatever goal that you set out to do to make yourself better, to This freedom is so important. To possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. If you started off on a, maybe you started your own business. If it really feels like you put the work and the effort, like you took a leap of faith and you are waiting for that to pay off. Whatever that leap of faith is that you're waiting for it to pay off. And you want freedom. You want the freedom to create your own happiness, to create your own reality. It feels like that's what you're working to break the chains of, I don't know, societal norms or what was expected of you in the past, maybe what was expected of your family and your siblings. And it feels like you've been putting in the work to gain a different type of freedom that's your own path, like growing and cultivating. And it just feels like maybe you're patiently waiting for like the fruits of those labors to start showing off. So if this resonates with you, I'm going to look into your behaviors / actions, your thoughts, and mainly like, you know, what we tell ourselves and the emotions and feelings. We're going to see how this is if these are aligned. So first one, I'm going to shuffle this a little bit. We're going to look into spirit, behavior, and actions. What are the behaviors and the actions of my pile number 3? And I'm just going to keep this right here, freedom, because this feels like that is your ultimate goal. Okay. Spirit is not effing around today. All right, and I'm going to pull one more for the emotions. That's one for the emotions. Thank you. I love this deck. Right. Asking you shall receive with the jumping around. Let's see. I keep hearing Cardi B, I make money moves. That keeps playing like, I make money moves. I make money moves. Pile number 3, I'm not going to lie to you. I just feel like you just got to keep doing what you've been doing. I'm going to get into like the details, but your energy feels like pretty aligned. Your thoughts have a page of swords. We're just going to look into that like, but that's just new thinking energy. Like, look, these cards are not even coming out. I think you're pretty aligned. Spirit, you have some moon cards, something to say for pile number 2. Thank you. I appreciate you. All right, clear your mind and go for it. All right, pile number 3. I hate to give you such a short reading, but it feels like you're already doing it. It really does. You just got to continue on the path that you are going. My therapist always like to remind me that practice makes progress. Like, practice doesn't make perfect. patience is really going to be the key here for you. Patience. And when I say patience, I don't mean patience like, oh, you just have to wait and not complain about the waiting, or you don't have no patience, like you can't, like it. I don't think patience has to do much with waiting. I think patience has to do more with living in the moment, like accepting the present and accepting the moment, like how it is, like the here and now. Because like we're never gonna get this time back again. And I'll let you know the little secret. I'm pretty sure this is my effing pop. We're never gonna get this time back again. Like there is so much joy in the process, and we should not take that for granted. And I say we. I don't mean to insert myself in your reading, but this is definitely my power too. I don't mean to. We have to enjoy the process, the little step by step by step by steps, because those are also important too. In the thoughts, we have the Page of Swords, like coming out this door, peeking a little bit. There's a big shadow. She got this axe. She's a little bit afraid, but she's still walking towards the thing that scares her, and that's important. That's so important. Keep going. Go for it. Clear your mind. Your manifestations and your goals is so close in reach. It feels like you've done so much work to make sure these things are aligned. Enjoy the now. Enjoy the present. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm going to pull a self-forgiveness card for us, pile number 3. This is definitely a pile. Dang, real fast. Here we go. I forgive myself for valuing the way others perceive me over the intentions with which I express myself. I choose to believe that my intentions holds more value than how I am perceived by others, and it's safe to be patiently allowing my love and intentions to speak for me. Yeah. If you feel like you're not where you're supposed to be, like you should be like rushing and hurrying up, like even with this YouTube channel, I'm like, oh, when am I going to be famous? I should be famous by now. I did like 10 videos, right? No, just enjoy the process. Like you've done so much work to get to this sort of alignment. Live in the now. Enjoy the now. Have the patience to sit. Have the patience to enjoy. These cards have people in them. Enjoy this kind of alignment that you're having with the people around you. Have the patience to live and enjoy the now. Maybe it's not look like in your head what you thought it was going to look like, but don't worry, I feel it. Those manifestations is coming, and they're strong. Keep doing it. Keep growing. Keep putting your energy in. And don't compare yourself to, if you find yourself comparing yourself to someone else's journey, like where they might be at, you could just go ahead and cut that right out. But it looks like you're already good at that, pile number 3. Keep doing it, but enjoy the now. Ooh, looks like you might be calling in a partner as well. But that's for another reading. Okay, pile number 3. I'm very proud of you. Thank you for clicking on this reading. I'm very proud of you. This is one of the first piles where it was kind of like everything was pretty aligned. I hope that you have a beautiful, wonderful day, morning, night, whenever you are watching this. If this did resonate with you, this is also my pile, so please leave a comment. And I hope to see you on my next reading. Thank you so much. Hi, pile number 4. So if you was attracted to this deck right here, or this lovely, beautiful crystal, we're going to get right into it. I'm going to place it right there. So, pile number 4. I don't know if you're a frequent watcher. Hey, if you are. But my last pile, I was only going to, my last reading, I was only going to do 3 piles, and this card, pick a card reading, I was only going to do 3 piles as well. And then at the last minute, something screamed to me to do 4. So I believe this is a very special pile. So first I'm going to look into, I'm going to pull 1 tarot card and 1 oracle card. And I'm just going to look into the energy that you're trying to pull in. Okay. So in the tarot cards we have the Goddess of Stones. So already that kind of tells me that you're trying to bring in something pretty big. Maybe something that changes your generational line forever. Yeah, then we have, excuse me, sorry. And then we have success. I know that there's no greater goal than to love. Pile number 4 is shaping up to be such a big pile. If it feels like you're trying to manifest or bring something in that if is more than beyond just like a career that's going to bring you like stable money. It feels more in the realm of breaking cycles and generational curses, like you are doing the work and bringing that in. I'm going to pull some more cards. We're going to do 1 for the behaviors and action. We're going to do 1 for your thoughts, and then we're going to do 1 for your emotions. I can't get into this, and it's not, this energy, whatever you're bringing, it's not speaking to me just yet. I want to pull these cards. It feels so big. It feels beyond just trying to bring in a house or a car or a vacation. It feels like generational, like changing. Sorry for saying like so many goddamn times. All right, what is the action? Number 4. Okay. And then we're gonna do thoughts for pile number 4. What are the thoughts? And when I say thoughts, pile number 4, I mean like what are we telling ourselves about this thing that we're trying to accomplish? What are the things that are going through our heads when we're driving or about to go to bed or waking up in the morning having our coffee? We're about to make a decision and, you know, we don't call no one. What are the things that go through our heads? The moon. Okay. And then emotions and feelings. Let's see how they align with this big manifestation that you're calling in. Whoop. A lot of emotions. One more for the emotion spirit. What are the feelings and emotions for my beautiful? And I don't even know. The spirit guys want you to hear this message. Pile number 4. I'm gonna. I don't know. Should I call you my pile number 4 like my mysterious pile? No. Look at your name. Sorry, powerful. I cut that. I'll do that for 5 minutes straight until a card comes out, and no one should be subjected to have to see that or sit through that. Okay, pile number 4. It feels like there's this big thing that you want to like bring in, and this curse that you want to break. It can't be done alone. I don't behavior and your actions, this represents the Three of Cups, and it's in reverse. You can't do it alone. We bring this in as a group. Are you relying on your community? Are you consulting and talking to the people that you also want to do this for? Your thoughts seem like a mystery. It seems hidden. Are you on some sort of autopilot? I'm going to pull some manifestation cards. It feels like you want to bring something in. You want to change the lives of the people with you, but it feels very your thoughts feel very secretive. That's represented by the moon. It doesn't feel expressed. This doesn't feel expressed. It feels like it comes out maybe in your emotions. Maybe you have a little bit of a temper. So maybe it comes out in your emotions, and you might be like a little bit stubborn, and maybe you even feel like you know it's best sometimes, and maybe you are like been like the rock person that people rely on in the family, in your situation, in your job. But whatever you're trying to bring in and change, you wanna need to consult and with people you also want to do it for. Oh, there it goes. Work through your feelings. Reflect on your priorities. And I'm going to pull one more for you guys. I keep just hearing it can't be done alone. You can't do it alone. Like, did you know the Chicago song? And then she goes, bum, 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 bum. Then I go, bum, 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 but I can't do it alone. If they had to put their stuff, they had to put their differences to the side in order for both of them to win. You have, yeah, unleash your kindest self. Yeah. Reflect on your priorities. Maybe the people are in the situation you in, it feels maybe taxing. It gets you fired up. Maybe you feel like the more stable one, and you didn't get a chance to be like maybe loosey-goosey with your emotions and stuff. This ability, this strong success that you're trying to call in, it's coming. It's going to come. But when it comes, who do you want to be standing there with you? That's very important. Your thoughts feel closed, like locked in, like lock and key. Like your head feels locked and key. I feel the emotions, and I can see you running around. I can see you accomplishing stuff. I can see you fired up and getting things to do, but I cannot get what's in your head and how you feel about it. Work through your feelings. And if you don't know how you feel about it as well, and that's fine, there's nothing wrong with it, then you definitely have to do some kind of work to learn how to identify what it is that you are feeling. Your head feels like it's under lock and key. It's a secret. It's a mystery. I think maybe if you shared more what was going on with your thoughts, and if you look more into that, the people around you might understand you a little bit better. It definitely feels like you have fiery emotions. We literally have the Seven of Wands representing your emotions and your feelings. So very proud, very fiery, very passionate. But it may come off like maybe some people don't know where you're coming from with it, or they don't understand it. And you just say to yourself, well, they won't understand, and you just keep doing it. But you can't do it alone. You got to open up and share those things with the people that you love. You got to learn to be a little bit more vulnerable with the people around you. You want to bring in that successful note. You want them to be happy with it. There's people around you who love you so much. It feels very strong. The first thing in behavior that comes up is a 3 in cups in reverse. No, you have strong, loving people around you. They want to pour the water back and forth in all the cups. They want to pour in your cup. They want you to pour in their cup. They want you to pour in some other people's cup. But you got to open up and have a certain level, be comfortable, a certain level of vulnerability for that. You don't always have to be like a hard rock, stable, tough all the time. Try not to let nothing get to you. In order to be the stable, strong one. All right, here I forgive myself for mistaking the awareness of not knowing as weakness. I choose to believe that it's through loving acknowledgement of what I do, not yet know that the deepest understanding can be found and integrated. And then we have column number 4. I forgive myself for thinking that I need the illusion I had created with my expectations to be real. I choose to believe that life has in store for me a more helpful experience should I allow my understanding to fluidly realign with what is true in each moment. Open up that coconut of yours, pile number 4. Start to share your thoughts with other people. It's going to be uncomfortable at first. It's not going to be easy, especially if it's not something that you are used to doing. But the people in your life who care and love you, it feels like they are strongly waiting for you to open up to them. You will bring in the success. You will be this goddess of stones standing on top of this mountain. You will be. It will come. But you don't want to be alone when it does. You want to be able to share it with the people who love you and the people that you love. They know you're successful. Start to share some of that with them. And they're going to reveal parts of themselves that you didn't know existed. And you're going to find parts of yourself that you didn't know existed. Work through your feelings. Don't be afraid of them. Unleash your kindest self. Yeah, it feels like you maybe had to be like stern and hard and the stable one, which may be a little bit rigid, and you started to maybe tuck down some of those feelings and just learn to get it done and get it going and push it forward. But the people in your life, they are interested in more than just that. They want to know you. They want to be a part of you. And the only way you can do that is if you start opening up, sharing your thoughts with them. Not just when it's fiery and it's coming out in an explosive way. Not when you just want to help. But on a nice, regular basis so they get to know who you are. I'm pretty sure you're a lovely, beautiful person. Look, this is on the back of the deck screaming at me for you too. I forgive myself for forcing myself to do things that are not aligned with what I want, leading me to feel drained and empty. I choose to believe that when I allow myself to lovingly say no to people and situations that do not resonate with me, I am provided with more opportunities to engage in what fuels me. Yeah, it feels like you are the rock star, strong person of the group, your family, your friends, your work. Like, you're the dependable one. dependable one. And maybe you didn't get a chance to like unleash those emotions, and maybe it comes out in bursts of anger. But if you start to share some more of your thoughts, if you start to share some more of your feelings, if the feelings pile just turned up, you know, and you was sharing those burdens with other people, I think that would be a good thing for you to try. And it's like I said, it's going to be awkward at first. It's going to be weird at first. It's going to be unfamiliar, and that's fine. But you have to work through your feelings. Keep going. Aries, keeps fucking going. Trust me. I know I'm an Aries. We never stop. Just keep going. Barrel through it. I feel like you're lucky to be surrounded by the people that you are surrounded by. They have so much love for you. I feel like I could feel them telling me to tell you that they want to know you. They want you to share with them. Thank you, my mysterious, forceful, I don't know, the spirit guides of Power 4 is like you. They're like, you're gonna do a Power 4. You're gonna do a Power 4. I love you guys so much. At this point, you're basically my family. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. I really appreciate it. If this resonates with you, please leave a comment down below. I love reading those. And if there's like a video idea that, I don't know, you want to see or you want me to cover, I would love to be able to read that as well. I hope you have a wonderful day, morning, evening, good night, whenever you're watching this. Thank you so much. Mwah.